Hello everyone, today is a very special day and that's why I wanted to make this video. Today we celebrate what would have been Elvis Presley's 90th birthday. It's truly amazing to see how, even after all these years, his music continues to inspire and bring people together. Elvis has left an incredible legacy that is still alive in the hearts of millions around the world. And in this video, I want to celebrate that legacy by sharing my personal story about how Elvis became such a big part of my life and why I make my reaction videos. And after that, I'll show you some beautiful comments from that I've recently received from you, my viewers. Let's start with my own story. I became an Elvis fan because of my father, and the same goes for my brother. Elvis has always played a huge role in our family. At my parents' house, Elvis was always playing, and to this day, his music still plays there every day. My father and I often listened to Elvis together. He had an incredible audio setup, which makes listening extra special. We spend entire evenings listening to different takes of songs, and what we do, we discuss how Elvis' voice sounds, how he delivers a song, and the exceptional details he adds to his music. And it's really like Elvis is singing in our living room, which is amazing. Um, my father's passion for music came from his father, my grandfather. My grandfather also had a great ear and could immediately tell if something was wrong with the sound. He noticed even the smallest differences in audio quality and was always working on audio equipment. He even built his own radios and speakers and had a huge collection from the old gramophones with the horn to the latest tape recorders. He had it all. But especially listening to Elvis and appreciating his exceptional talent, yeah, that's something I truly got from my father. And that's probably why I enjoy making my reaction videos so much. I've been a fan since I was a kid. I can remember a time when I wasn't a fan of Elvis. His music was always there, so even now I listen to Elvis every single day. A nice example of this is this story about a good friend of mine, a former colleague. We used to carpool to work, and when I drove, Elvis's music was always playing in the car. At first, he thought it was just music, but the more he heard it, the more he began to appreciate and understand Elvis's music. And eventually, he became a fan himself. And after a while, when he drove, he would have Elvis playing in the car too. So that was amazing. And but that's exactly what I try to achieve with my reaction videos, showing people the power and beauty of Elvis's music. But ultimately, we owe that passion and love to one man, and that's Elvis Presley. And I'm sure Elvis would have been incredibly proud to see that his music in 2025, on what would have been his 90th birthday, is still so loved. From young to old, people all over the world continue to be touched by his music and charisma. And that's why I wanted to show in this video that love from you, my viewers. And yeah, that's why I'm now going to show and read some comments from recent videos. Your comments means a lot to me, and I thank you a lot for that. So let's take a look at the comments together. These are the comments in my sort of tribute video about him. Petrocat. Petrocat. She has also a nice, wonderful channel. He has a lot of Elvis stuff in the videos. Great. Look it up. Elvis tribute. Excellent tribute, sorry. Almost on the eve of what have been Elvis's 90th birthday. A lot of younger fans seem to have the impression that Elvis wasn't taken seriously until after he died. Well, as an Australian fan who was a fan from 1960 on, a teen who went to the opening of all his movies, bought all his records, was active in several fan clubs, and made countless scrapbooks from every cutting and article. I can tell you, Elvis was greatly loved and respected in the 60s as well as the 70s. People who weren't there have no idea, and don't understand why all this negativity has sprung up about Elvis in his years before the 68 TV special. Yes, it was fantastic, and no, he hadn't done any personal appearances. But making movies constantly over those years, he was still in front of his fans around the world. The only way we could all see him, most of us in other countries wouldn't have been able to afford flight to America to see him. Even if he was touring, so the movies were the best way for us to see him. Yeah, I understand. But I also think, and I agree, I also think his voice before the comeback special was amazing. His voice in the early mid-60s. Amazing songs. Mona says, I would like to add one more thing about Elvis's talent. People like to say he was not a real musician because he didn't write his own music. Writing music isn't the only way of being a talented musician. Agree. A singer's voice is an instrument, just as much as a guitar, a saxophone, or a piano is. How many of the best guitarists and piano players in the world compose new music, in addition to his amazing versatility? Elvis is the most underrated arranger and producer. Here is the quote from music engineer Bones Howe. So what it boils down to is Elvis produced his own records. He came to the session, picked the songs, and if someone in the arrangement was changed, he was the one to change it. Everything was worked out spontaneously. Nothing was really rehearsed. Many of the important decisions normally made previous to a recording session were made during the session. What it was a look to the future. Today everybody makes records this way. Back then Elvis was the only one. He was the forerunner of everything that's record production these days. Consciously or unconsciously, everyone imitated him. People started doing what Elvis did, as quoted in Jerry Hopkins' 1971 book, Elvis, a Biography. Kadia. Good morning, Renee. First of all, thank you for the translation into Italian. It's fantastic to be able to follow and understand every word. Yeah, I try to do more translations in the videos, so I can add subtitles and it's understandable for people around the world. But sometimes it doesn't work as I would like. And then thank you so much for describing so well in a simple and effective way all the greatness of Elvis. In my own small way, this is what I always do with my friends and family. I have known Elvis for over a year because despite my age, born in the 60s, when Elvis was already a star, here in Italy there were a few who knew and or appreciated his music. In my family, I remember that we watched his films, but that was it. For me, it was a wonderful discovery. The first image of Elvis while he sang completely captured my heart and soul. because uh, because he truly has magical power in his voice and personality, in addition to extraordinary beauty. I listen to him every day. It's as if listening to him and watch him were a medicine of which cannot be avoided. Then I read a lot of him, books, interviews. I follow channels here that I consider more serious and interesting. I have almost all the DVDs of his films and some CDs. And I was fascinated by his story, his genius and talent. Wondering why some don't they understood or underestimated it. And I believe it's due to ignorance, understood a lack of knowledge, and perhaps due to snobbery dictated by jealousy. However, I am discovering that even here in Italy, we have a site called Thank You Elvis, entirely dedicated to him and which I follow regularly. Some music critics have made programs about him, and even the news broadcast news memory of Elvis on special occasions concerning him, but in my opinion, much more should have been done. For example, broadcasting his music, shows, and films on radio and TV, because I believe it is always current. Keeping the memory of Elvis alive is important for the historical significance that he had and has in music, in the way of performing, and in society, as you described very well in this report. Thank you and keep going. Asha, what a beautiful articulate synopsis. If you wrote this, Renee, you're an accomplished writer. Thank you. Thank you for the. Jackie says, thank you for this. It has not changed my mind about Elvis, as I have been a fan for over 50 years now, and all this is why I still love him so much. I hope your words can influence others and maybe get some of them to change their mind about this man who was a beautiful person both inside and out. I love this. Thank you for standing up for Elvis, says Golden Retriever Puppies. Belinda, amen. Thanks for putting this together. These same old tired cliches about him need to be quashed once and for all. Mary, no one will ever reach the pinnacle of Elvis occupied. Chris, I said before in other reactions that Elvis was underrated, which is hard to imagine considering his popularity. When you look at his body of work, okay, some of the movies were not great, still seen them all. But what entertainer could accomplish any of that? Unparalleled achievements would have been knighted if English. His legacy will live forever. Betsy, fan since 1956. When I was 12. He was an explosion. He was banned from his moves. He was so misunderstood. People need to watch Elvis Presley and the black community. When I grow up in the racist 50s, white stations would not play black singers till Elvis changed that. He always loved all people and first famous artists to bring gospel to the mainstream. When he would sing a gospel song right in the middle of a rock concert, yeah. He gave he gave away so much to people in need. See Elvis Presley, King of Kindness. I am proud to be a fan all these years. I saw him twice in concert, and now at 80, want to wish the beautiful soul that Elvis is a happy birthday. Thank you. Thanks for the memories. Thank you for the wonderful words addressed to our beloved Elvis. He was a wonderful artist and person. He is great, but not considered himself great. True, a big star, but a modest person. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for this video, my brother. I dedicated this to all the Elvis haters who make poisonous false comments. Happy New Year and all the best to you and your family, Elvis fans from Greece. Katie says, so true, thank you. Jermaine, I am happy you have said it like it was. I can cringe watching impersonators exaggerated Elvis moves. It came natural to him, and I'm a big fan of Elvis's music, but I do not believe he should talk about uncannily like some of the books are written. It was like nothing was sacred, and he's not here to defend himself. I am glad he's going down as the king of rock and roll, and if people would just remember him for his kindness and talent like no other during this time, it will be awesome. He was not perfect, no one is, but some things should be left unsaid. Yeah. My thoughts only. Well, I agree. God bless you for being honest about who he truly was, and he has made history. Cat Wallace. Elvis was and still is above the rest. Lola, true words were never spoken. Thank you for giving us Elvis. Oh. Sorry. True words were never spoken. Thank you for giving Elvis and not disfigurations of him floating around like nobody's business, which have been made everybody's business. Yes, they're milking fortunes through false judgments and stories of Elvis, writing books, making videos, doing stupid impersonations. Let's promote Elvis's true legacy and not distorted version of who Elvis was. He is and will be legend. Thank you for continuing Elvis's great legacy. Lucy, just wonderful, Renee, very moving. I loved it, thank you, very enjoyable. Australia. Rhonda, I love this video and I love your appreciation for Elvis, thank you. Cats, very well said, genius is often misunderstood. Debbie, wonderful reaction, thank you so very much. Jane says, he was and is the best ever. What? He was and still the best ever was. You won't get another artist like him and never will. So kind to his fans. There's not many singers or bands are that kind. Brilliant video, Renee. John. Also, his movie acted as music. Videos decades before their time, awarded lifetime achievement Grammys at age 36. Also introduced into 7 halls of fame: rock and roll, country, gospel, R&B, rockabilly, hit parade, karate. Started Vegas residencies decades before others. Christine, as always, a lovely tribute from Hidden Minds. As hard as I have tried to describe Elvis Presley, I find it to be nearly impossible. He was a chameleon in every way, constantly changing his genres, his voice, his appearance, his demeanor. Better yet, every version of him seemed to reach the pinnacle example of which he seemingly applied an ancient knowledge. Greatly maligned, he never retaliated, simply accepting his detractors while privately improving as many lives as he could. I have observed many humans in my 70 years, and I have yet to find another who compares in depth and breadth. Keep up the good work, Renee. So appreciated. Thank you. No, Gibbo and Hogan. Thank you for doing this. Elvis deserves it. Linda. Well said, Renee. Facts and truth, 100%. Unmatched Elvis. Mary. What a truly lovely tribute to Elvis. Thank you for doing it. This is what we need as Elvis approaches what would have been his 90th birthday. So many things get distorted. He was a musician, a musical genius, a kind of generous man that was catapulted into stardom that must have been so hard for anyone to navigate. Credit and respect to him for always being loyal to his roots and to his fans who love him still. Michelle, I think one thing that is underrated is the actual arrangement in addition to the things you mentioned. But he actually borrowed very little from anyone because of the arrangement he spun on the music. Yeah. 2. Amazing presentation. Thank you for putting the facts out there. He was a beautiful man inside and out, not just on stage. Cloud. Cloud with his good facts about Elvis's music. Elvis Presley is the most influential soul artist of the 20th century. With Elvis, no Beatles, Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, John Fogerty, Jimmy Page, and Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin, and many, many, many others. Yes, I agree. Elvis opened the doors of rock music culture for everyone. From 1954 to 1977, he recorded music every year, studio and or live. And most important, he brought the sexual attitude into the music at the time. Yeah. He is definitely and forever the king of rock. Thank you, Renee, for your very fair and honest analysis. Cloud is from France. That's DCB. Jane, great video, Renee. I hope you get a lot of views and maybe change some people's outdated and wrong opinion of him. He truly was the greatest star of all time. I don't think the world will ever see another performer as great as Elvis. I truly believe that he was sent from God to us. Just a shame that he wasn't appreciated as much as he should have been all those years ago. Elvis forever. And never to be equaled nor surpassed. Unchased Melody says, video excellent, a fitting tribute that gives him the honor he deserves. I appreciate the image of Quincy Jones with the defamation because it reminds me that his future wife has been with Elvis in Tahoe in 1973, and I believe he has not forgotten him. And what woman would forget Elvis? Yeah. Elvis fan from France. Carrie, beautiful said and done. DCB. This was a beautiful tribute, Renee. You always on your hands so much. It was amazing, and all of it was true. Thank you for this, and I loved it. You were amazing. So is Elvis. As you said, he was an amazing, beautiful man with a huge heart. You were so many artists and performers who, to this day, many have tried to match his style, charisma, and success. But none have done it. Yeah. From Elizabeth, I think. Carolyn says, amazing video. I would love for you to do more of these. Elvis was the most beautiful, loving, giving, genuine, talented artist ever. He is the greatest of all time. Thank you so much for sharing the facts about our beloved Elvis. Blue Buddy, thank you. Marlene, so good to hear a young man like you talking about our Elvis the way you do. He was, is, and always will be the greatest. He changed for us teenagers the world completely, from boring into super exciting. We all were in love with his amazing ball of fire, and I still am now in 2025. Elvis was born to be famous. People still have no idea who was the real Elvis. He is unique and always will. An amazing human being with an amazing talent. I don't know who you are, Hidden Minds, but 10,000 thank you for your great presentation about our amazing Elvis. David says, most special human ever, number one. Eric, fantastic review, Renee. You are to be applauded for your time and effort to portray Elvis as the artist and human being he was. Thank you. Catherine, excellent analysis. To the didn't write his own song slur, I would say, do actors write their own lines? Yeah. He was a master at interpreting lyrics and perfecting the musical instrumentation and backing singers. So many just look how he died, ignoring how he lived. It's like judging a sea by looking at one wave. David Presley says, that was a beautiful tribute, thank you. Great video, thanks for sending this out to us, Steve. I agree. What also did not help in the 70s and 80s, the release of all those cheap Kendom albums. Ugly Sleeves, which contained mostly his worst movie songs. If people brought them, they would get a strange and not good idea of him. And if the RCA itself would have do a better job with compilation of songs and new albums, it could be a lot better and selling a lot more. Somehow his music is avoided in the media and decades up to now. Brian, Clive David said it best when talking to new record artists. He tells him to watch the 68 comic special and watch a masterclass in performing. Elvis taking pictures with and watching black artists perform in the same in person at the same time was very dangerous, but he did not see color. He saw great artists. Yeah. Yes, Sinatra did not write his own songs, but he, like Elvis, could interpret a song like no other. Finally, he loved his fans like no other. Yeah. Oh, it's my dad. This is really great. This is really great, Renee. I am really proud of how you did this, Dad. Thank you. Linda, enjoy this so much. Thank you. Another Linda. Amazing. And Linda is also a member. Sorry. Thank you. Amazing and perfectly stated. I'm always so impressed with your content. It is clear how much love and respect you have for Elvis. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you. Stefano. Great video. Once again, a fantastic channel for the real Elvis fans. Old ones and new ones. It seems that negativity follows anything that is good. I blame AI and a lot of fake robot comments that spark friction all over social media. There is also education, and Hidden Minds is certainly doing its part to tell and show the magical and undeniable truth that was and is Elvis Presley. Thank you for this. We appreciate it. Thank you, Stefano. Susie Q. Well said, Renee. Thank you for honoring Elvis and giving him the respect he deserves. Apparently, his star on the Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard, California, was disgraded on New Year's Day. Sad. Yeah, I think it was cleaned up, luckily, by a fan. So, Ellen Salvatore, wonderful tribute. Petra Topman says, first of all, thank you for offering subtitles now. And I've agreed with you, Elvis was unique. His singing, his style, his charm, his stage presence, unmatched. No other artist have ever come close to him. Added to this warmth and humility about his faith and willingness to help and generosity, Elvis was a gift. Helen says, thanks Renee, a beautiful 90th birthday tribute to Elvis Presley. You put so much research and time into these videos, Renee. Amazing channel. They are much appreciated. Thank you for defending the king and his legacy. Christine. Oh, thank you so much, Renee, for honoring Elvis Presley by portraying the real true Elvis. That was also very well said. This is so amazing. You actually placed all the truths about Elvis into a nutshell. This truly would have touched Elvis's heart and brought tears to his eyes for knowing here is someone who really understands and knows the real me. Thank you. Thank you again, Renee, for this. Really touched my soul, and I am so grateful for Elvis fans like you who truly and sincerely love and know Elvis Presley. This comforts me and against all the nonsense that is out there. Thank you kindly for your great wisdom and understanding about Elvis and your genuine, honest reactions. They are so greatly appreciated. I have to say, you have just given Elvis Presley the credit he deserves. Thank you so much and have a very happy new year. This is a wonderful comment. Thank you. Elvis Smith. Elvis was sent by the gods. What a great feedback, says Olivier. Celeste. That's a lot of hearts. Shirley. Renee, this was awesome. Long time fan. Man, you created an excellent video. Why don't you separate it from your reactions so we can recommend it to all the other Elvis reactors? It really deserves and give the king the honor he deserves. TCB. Yeah. I can do that, but I think every YouTuber can got them in YouTube itself, so there's no problem, I think. Mary, well done. You put Elvis back up there where he belongs. That's why I didn't like the Elvis movie. It didn't show the originality. Of course, he was influenced by some black music, which the movie concentrated too much on. Yeah. His repertoire was vast. He just loved music and it showed. You just can't put him in a box. Credit where credit's due. Yeah. And then I did a community post about Elvis's 90th birthday. I have some comments on that. Bonita says, Happy birthday, Elvis. The world has never forgotten you. Forever loved, forever missed. Belinda says, Happy birthday, Elvis. Our love for you is still here. We'll never stop loving you. My favorite memory and one of the most cherished is seeing Elvis on April 29, 1973 with my dad just a few months after Aloha. I don't have the vocabulary to properly describe that afternoon. Elvis was beautiful in his generous lucky suit. Gorgeous lucky. I did it again, sorry. Elvis was Elvis was beautiful in his gorgeous lucky suit. He shined like an actual star fallen from the night sky. You could literally feel his smile. Watching my dad screaming, "We love you, Elvis, we love you," louder than I have ever heard him yell. It was the first time I heard him actually scream anything. He loved that man. Feeling his voice flow straight through me and seeing the love and admiration in my dad's eyes for that man, it lit up his whole face. How tight he squeezed my hand all the way through "I Remember You," or how during trilogy the world stopped for us both and just wanted to live in that moment forever, being lost in what now my love. It took our breath away. Or how we both cried through "Can't Help Falling in Love." I could go on and on about every minute of that show, but we're here all night. We saw Elvis in 1970 and 1976, but nothing can compare that 1973 show. It's a perfectly preserved memory that I will cherish forever. It will well may be my last thought before I leave this world. Sorry kids, please forgive me. Thank you for having such a wonderful place to visit and talks about Elvis, Renee. Thank you. It was a wonderful story, Belinda. These are the comments on my reaction video from Help Me. Lola says, "Too beautiful. What a singer. What an entertainer. What a man. Only and only. Happy birthday to the one and only, the incomparable, incredible Elvis Presley." Matrix says, "A king from another universe. I, a man aged 61, have loved this person since I was 13 years old. Elvis was always near to me when times were dark." Wow. Someone replied, "Was exactly the same for me. I too, a man of 61 years old. Elvis was simply a gift from God. Little did he know or dare to believe in the legacy he would leave for us all after his passing. Thanks for your tribute," Gary says. "Congrats, Elvis, to your 90th birthday. True legend never forgotten. Sincerely, Gary Anderson and Inga." Elvis have never left the building. To this day, his music lives on. Jermaine says, "Elvis can sing anything, and his voice is so emotional, you can't help but love his singing." Donna, "His gospel music is fantastic. What can you say about a man who can sing anything and make it his own?" Bora, "I am watching this now. January the 8th. Maybe she come from Australia, I think. Anyway, Elvis's birthday. Absolutely beautiful. Can't thank you enough, Renee, for the amazing work you do. It's fairly obvious that you enjoy Elvis's music as much as we do. Thank you. And the backgrounds you share are perfect touch. Once again, thank you for sharing and honoring his legacy. A speciality today. Well, you all do. You all honor him. So. And P. Presley says, and he thought he would never be remembered. Happy 90th birthday, sweet man. There will never be another like you. TCB forever. Ranger fan says, he could truly do it all. If he wanted to sing opera, he could. His range is unmatched. Translate this. Kadia. This is one of my favorite Elvis gospel songs. His voice is exciting. The lyrics are very significant. You can feel all of Elvis's emotional involvement that he inevitably transmits. And every day I listen to it, it moves me. Greetings. Ilasi says, where no one stands alone is special to me. Yeah, beautiful though. Louis from Defending Elvis Presley says, great job. Thank you, Louis. He has a great channel. Please subscribe to him. Caroline loves Elvis Presley forever says, such a beautiful song. Thank you, Renee. I'm going to spend Elvis' birthday doing what I do every day. I'm going to watch tributes, listen to his music, and say a prayer for Elvis and his family. I love and miss him so much. Geneva, what a beautiful song. I hope everyone can see now why he has Grammys in gospel, country rock, rhythm and blues, and rockabilly. Beautiful man and a beautiful voice. Thank you for the video. Teresa says, just beautiful, loves Elvis. Susie Q. Beautiful background, Renee. His voice melts my heart. He sings from his soul a prayer. Thank you for honoring his legacy. It means a great deal to his fans. Shannon, sorry. Amazing voice. No one has ever come close to him. Debbie. Elvis's gospel is absolutely amazing. I love this song and your reaction. Luann says, fantastic. Vicky. Just makes me cry. Such a beautiful person, inside and out. Fan for 6 years. Thank you for that beautiful gospel song. No one can sing gospel and go straight to my soul. I believe even God stops and listens when Elvis sings to him. Luann, thank you, Renee. I wish Elvis still with us. Yeah. Jane, another great performance from the greatest singer of all time. Looking forward to your next video. I'll be watching some of his live performances for his birthday, especially his 68 special. Tommy says, probably my favorite studio and live recording from Elvis. I first heard this as a pre-teenage child and loved it ever since. The voice and heartfelt emotion coupled with the whole song and band arrangement just won't let me go off me. Simply fantastic. That's a beautiful song. Beyond beautiful. Thanks, Renee. That's Sandra. Margarita, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful Elvis songs. It's great for the new generation that doesn't know anything about this great iconic singer of our time. Sorry, there will never be one like him. Uh, this is definitely amazing, as always. There's nothing better than hearing Elvis sing gospel songs. It's more than beautiful and lifts your heart for that moment that you hear him. And for that moment when he is singing, everything is perfect. This was a beautiful song. I love it and I love your program. Thank you. I forget your name. It's wonderful subscriber. Mm. I come back to it. Sorry. Cloud. Cloud give me always uh, wonderful information about the songs I react to, where it was recorded and everything. So it's very helpful. Thank you, Cloud. This wonderful live version was recorded on March 20th, 1974 at Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee. Studio version was recorded on December 1973 at Stack Studio, Memphis, Tennessee. From French, TCB. Thanks, Cloud. Bernice, love this song. Asha Grace, it just can't get better than this. Like you said, powerful yet tender. Pure incomprehensive magic. I heard he recorded this on his knees. Could have been, I don't know. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. Is that so? Let me hear. Baroness Bodefloot. He's from the Netherlands, like me. So beautiful. Cats has great background. Chris Kincaid. This is much like what he wrote in the Letter song. This was his prayer to God most nights. We all implore God as this for his guidance and help through our dark times. We come to realize we do need God's strength. My daily prayer. Wayne Newton, as the letters supposedly written by Elvis that is so like this song. Look it up. Okay, I will. Yes, another year of Elvis. So good. One of my favorite, the second edition, one of my favorite Elvis gospel songs is Lead Me, Guide Me. That's a rehearsal and a recorded track. Yeah, I did them both for you. So thank you for the suggestion. Sally Cook. Hi Renee. Yes, Elvis recorded Help Me at Stack amazingly in one take. Yeah, it's amazing. It must have been a song close to his heart. The track you played though was not recorded, was not the studio version but a live one. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I have no idea which concert this came from. Luckily we have Cloud. It was from Mid-South Coliseum, 1974, Memphis, Tennessee. Elvis sang Help Me live at Tulsa, Oklahoma on March at the Oral Roberts University. Elvis was an admirer and an evangelist. Maybe that is why Elvis chose to premiere this beautiful gospel at a venue named in honor of Oral. Yeah. Bernice says, wish that person would stop screaming. Yeah, the girls went crazy. Marlene says, always on my mind, Elvis Presley. Carrie, Michelle, happy heavenly birthday. Gone but never got forgotten. TCB. Maroon's boat afloat. Heavenly birthday, Elvis. Thank you all so much for watching and for your fantastic comments. It's really special to see how Elvis Presley's music continues to connect so many people, even in 2025. Today we celebrate what would have been Elvis's 90th birthday, and it's incredible to see how his music, charisma, and legacy are still alive in the hearts of millions of people around the world. Elvis, happy 90th birthday. Your music and spirit live on, and you continue to inspire people generation after generation. Thank you all for your support on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's keep Elvis' legacy alive together, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.